I always start my videos by coughing.
Right.
Hey, everybody, it's Uncle Grumpy, and I am here with a good friend, Donald. Donald, thank you for coming on the show tonight. We're just here to talk about a little bit of everything, but we're going to give you guys a few minutes to join in while I share the video so you guys join in. So there, I see Summer joining in now. All right, give me just a second. Donald, do you want to keep them entertained while I share the video?
Just leave them waiting.
Just leave them waiting. Okay. All right. Hey, Donald, while we're sitting here and I'm doing this, why don't you tell us a little bit of something about what's sitting behind me?
This is a hybrid.
You need to speak up.
Oh, this is a hybrid. It's a blue diesel.
A blue diesel.
Yep.
Okay.
A cross between a sour diesel and a blue dream.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I saw on the package that's what I thought it was too, but that's not what it is.
The package ain't come right.
Yeah, I don't have the package with me, unfortunately. That's what you would think that it would be.
Well, that's what it said.
But no, it wasn't. It said something else. Remember, you also thought it said it was autoflower, and here we are about 6 weeks into it. I don't see any flowers yet.
No.
So maybe a little more than 6 weeks. So I'm thinking this is not an autoflower.
No.
So let's see. All right, let me get this shared. There it is. Okay, we got a bunch of people join in. Hey, folks. All right, we are going to talk about a few things. I want to start by talking about Monday's rally. Monday was the Don't Punish Pain rally at the Capitol. That was a really good event. Let's see. Let me just share this real quick. Lots of people showed up. I was surprised how many showed up. And there was a lot of good speakers, and we even had some doctors there. We had some people from the Pain Society there. The Pain Society actually promoted that event. For those that don't know, this was our protest to 1446, which moved through last year undetected by any of us, which has put those of us in the pain management, those of us that are pain management patients, it's put us in a pickle. We're all getting cut off of our opioids, as well as other medications that are keeping a lot of people alive. You and I were talking earlier about that, about the suicide rate among people who are cut off by their doctors. That's where the suicide rate, or that's where the death rate comes from in opioids. A large percentage of it comes just from the suicides due to people being cut off by their doctor. So what I want to do about that is our Attorney General, from what I understand, is possibly looking at that again. He is the one who has enacted 1446. Well, he hasn't enacted. He is the one who has implemented it. Let's say that. He's the one who has put the fear in the doctors. He's the one who scared half the state, and in my opinion, caused this problem to begin with. So, but luckily he is taking a look at this, and I want you guys to encourage him to do that. And I know some of the people from the Don't Punish Pain rally the other day got a chance to speak to him. I'd like all of you to call his office, and I would like all of you to tell him to reconsider this. Tell him I'd like a meeting with him if I could get that. I'll take your words to him. You guys have been telling me your story for months. I have pages and pages I could print out of actual stories from you guys suffering that I'd be happy to hand him. I think we could make a book out of it. In fact, if you guys go back on one of my older videos, when I asked you guys to send me your videos before we passed 788, you remember when I did that, the pitchfork thing, the Mad as Hell rally, and call to action, and tried to get everybody to send me their videos. I wanted to make them into a DVD to take to the lawmakers before the passage of 788, or before the rules set forth on 788. It was when we were fighting with 3468 and 1120, which were going to regulate it before it passed. And I still think that's a good idea. I know there's a couple organizations, or at least one I've heard of, that has reached out to some people asking them to send in their videos. I would ask you guys to do that. Let's get this not only to the lawmakers, but to the Attorney General. If I had enough videos, I would put them all on a thumb drive, and I would get a thumb drive for every lawmaker and load them on the back of my motorcycle and hand deliver them. So if you guys send those to me, that's what I'll do with them. I think that'd be a good idea. What do you think?
Great idea.
Okay. Well, so do that. Call the Attorney General's office. I will get his information. He's got a Facebook page. I was on it just a few minutes ago, so it's not hard to get a hold of him. Let him know you want him to fix 1446. So that's it for that one. What's next?
I don't know.
You want to talk about this again?
Maybe we don't know enough about it.
All right. This is a blue diesel. This is one of my girls. This is one of my 6 in flower, and I'm getting ready to put her in, or 6 in veg. I'm getting ready to put her into flower. So I'm thinking we should take some clones off of her tonight.
Yeah.
So I've got about 3 kinds growing. I've got a couple of each kind, so I've got my limit. But they're all getting ready to go into flower, so I can take a couple clones off each one and still end up in my legal limit in flower and start over. So in 8 weeks, when these babies are done, I'll have more ready to go into flower again, and I can do that perpetual harvest. So I know we talked about that. We've been talking about that for a year. I mean, everybody's been talking about that. And I think we're finally going to get around to doing, Donald and I will be doing some together. We'll be doing some home grow videos. We'll be showing you guys how little we know about growing.
Right.
That should be fun. I got a Pepsi and water.
Oh, cocktail.
That's right. No booze, just Pepsi and water. So, what did we do the other day? Tell them about what we did the other day. Don't tell them the name of the item, but tell them what we did the other day.
We made our own concentrate.
Okay, and how did we do that?
With a hand press.
With the hand press, that's right. Donald and I did a product test. We did a video for a hand press, and we want you guys to go and see that. I think we should upload that tonight. What do you think?
Yeah.
My son spent a couple hours editing that, trying to take the stupid out of it. I'm still in it, so I need it, but he tried. So we will put that up on the YouTube channel, though, because Facebook is kind of iffy about what you can do, and I don't want to get blocked. I have not get blocked yet, so I don't want to get blocked. So we're gonna move that to YouTube. So go to the YouTube page later. Go to Uncle Grumpy at YouTube and see the product test that Donald and I did on the hand press.
And shout out to Gabe for the editing.
And a shout out to my son Gabe for editing. These people, they've actually met, or they've seen Gabe before. Yeah. I like to call him Little Grumpy because he's got. Well, he's 17. He's already got a beard.
Right.
And, he's getting ready to go to college, so he's a little grumpy. He's grumpier than I am, though. He should be big grumpy. Okay, I want to remind everybody also about the events that are coming up. We have a lot of patient rallies coming up. I'm back on the road Sunday. Got to be in Oklahoma City. Everybody's going to be at the Capitol, I think, on the 4th, or a lot of people are. It's I guess the first full day back for the legislators, so kind of a meet and greet, get up there, get to know your legislator, and more importantly, make sure he knows you.
Yeah.
That's how we get things done. Then Monday afternoon, got another meeting Monday afternoon. And then Tuesday, a pain rally. Too many events. It's a doctor recommendation rally in Winoka. That's it. Winoka at Joint Pains. That's the name of the dispensary that's hosting the event. So it's a good name. Joint Pains. I love puns. Puns are great. Yeah, they are. I love puns. I like the one with the Joint Committee. I loved getting the lawmakers on video and then trying to get them to say Joint Committee. And they fought it as much as they could. They just fight it. But you just got to make them. So anyway, Joint Pains in Winoka, Tuesday, all day. That's the 5th, February. Wednesday, another very important meeting. Me and a whole bunch of other people are getting together to go over all these bills that are being filed from the new legislators. one at a time so we can get our heads wrapped around what we have to tackle this coming legislative session. I have a feeling it's going to be a little more work than everybody expected. Mm-hmm. And I know in my meetings and conversations with our, as I like to call him, our fearless floor leader, John Eccles, he does his best to make me feel like it's all sunshine and roses. And I got to tell you, that worries me. I don't like it when a politician tries to make me feel like everything is all sunshine and roses. So we need to keep a close eye on our those working against us and those working with us, just to make sure everybody stays in line. So anyway, that meeting will be on Wednesday. So there's the recommendation rally on the 5th, and then another one on Friday back at the Happy Shack. I've been there 2 or 3 times now. We just had a recommendation rally not long ago there. We did, I think it was 84 or 86 in one day. So there's a lot of people in the northeastern part of the state need legal protection, and we're going to try and break 100. I think I heard we already have over 80 scheduled for that one. So I see that one going over 100 pretty easy. I'm going to have to get a hold of the doctor and tell him to eat his Wheaties for that day. So, and not to think that they're getting out of there early.
Yeah.
No one's going to see the sunrise. They're going to be inside a room. They're not going to see, or the sunset. They're not going to see the sunset. And then I got a call today about another recommendation rally. I think it's the 15th down in Lawton. And so that should be a lot of fun. A lot of people have been asking us to get down to Lawton, and here we come. So it should be a lot of fun. Well, you're sitting there entirely too quiet, and my voice is getting tired. Do you have anything to add to this conversation? You don't, not yet. Not yet.
Just get your legal protection.
Get your legal protection. That's right. That's right. Is that how you view it, as legal protection?
Yes, very much.
And why is that? Can you emphasize on that any?
Well, just dealing with the law before.
Yeah.
You know.
So you as well as most of us have been on the receiving end of that of prohibition of cannabis.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty outrageous, isn't it? Yeah,
it's expensive.
So yeah, I know this is patient recommendations. I know this is medical, but for me, it is becoming more about what you just said. It's becoming more about simple legal protection. I don't want to argue about whether or not you're sick or not sick. That's not my business. Or whether or not anybody else is sick, or what they say is wrong with them is wrong with them. I just want to make sure nobody gets arrested for choosing cannabis over all the other deadly things out there that they could choose to add to their lives. So legal protection for everybody.
As long as you follow the rules, you stay in that guideline.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. Rules.
So,
more rules.
We
have to look at that. Something needs to be done about that. Too many rules. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
When the government's regulating our behavior to this degree, it's beyond worrying about our safety. It's into interfering with our happiness because they're a stick in the mud to keep it short and sweet. Yeah. So, okay, well, Donald, you're just full of words tonight. I can't get you to stop, and I know these people are probably just about sick of you. Folks, do you guys want to tell anything to Donald? I'll tell him here. You want to say anything? No? Okay. All right. Well, we are going to get out of here. Don't forget, call Mike Hunter's office. Tell him you need him to fix 1446. Tell him or yourself, of people or yourself are suffering due to the implementation of 1446, due to the rollout. Whatever the bill says, it doesn't really matter at this point. It's about the effect that has happened since the rollout. It was not rolled out properly, and we, the patients, are paying dearly for that. So call Mike Hunter, let him know, and again, tell him I'd sure like to have a sit down with him, and I'd like to bring you guys with me, even if that's just by bringing a camera. And don't forget the rally, the recommendation rally Tuesday in Winoka. That is, I love this. This is right smack in the middle of the the area. I can't remember, Murdoch, I think his name is, Bill 325, trying to allow a redo of 788. So they can now make it like liquor was, where it's dry counties and you know, where if I pass through the wrong county and have my medicine on me or I've medicated, I still go to prison for a year. You know, I mean, they really want to draw some harsh lines there. So we're going to go right smack in the middle of that, of his area, his district, his district. And we're going to get as many people their legal protection as we can get in one day, and show him that the people in his district need this medicine as much as the rest of the people of Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. We can't have dry counties. If we do, we will have suffering people, and we unfortunately still have too many people suffering. We don't need more. So Tuesday, Winoka at Joint Pains, love the name, at Joint Pains all day long, doctor recommendations. And then again, back to the Happy Shack next Friday for more doctor recommendations. And then we have Lawton coming up, and I think a couple other places. And I still want to get back down to LaFleur County. So those of you in LaFleur County, let's talk. I heard from one of you. Reach out to me again. Let's see if we can add to that number. It was at one dispensary owner. I'd like to add to that number. I'd like a couple of dispensary owners to help coordinate this event, to help with volunteers, to help the people submit their stuff, because all those dispensaries in that area are going to be getting customers. So I'd like them all to contribute into helping to make those customers. We'll help get the people their legal protection and help you get your customers at the same time, but we want you to help us. So I think that's a fair trade, don't you think? Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's it. I think we just might have to go make some clones. You want to go make some clones?
Let's go make some clones.
We're going to go make some clones. All right, folks, stay grumpy. I'll see you on the road.